Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going over Know Your Killers in Survivor 101. Right, so it is essential, guys, that you learn to understand each individual killer. Okay, each individual killer, as you can see on screen and have been seeing for the last 5 seconds, has individual abilities. Go ahead, read these in their character info description, okay? There's a brief little picture of them flashing up now for you. So each individual killer has their own abilities. If you know their abilities, then you can better learn to play against their abilities, okay? I will show a couple of examples of this at the end of the video, but not too many examples of this. So, for instance, when you go into the character select screen, there's a button that you can press for character info, and then you can get onto this bit. It'll show you their backstory, it will show you their teachable perks, and it will show you their powers. It's important to learn these powers, alright? So, what we'll do now is we will carry on and we will go over perks and add-ons, sorry, and then a brief overview of each killer, and then I'll show you a couple of examples of gameplay. Okay, so on to perks then. So each killer and, well, all the killers have non-teachables and teachable perks, exactly like survivors do. So on screen you've just seen a slight list of all the non-teachable perks, and now we'll go over the teachable perks. Feel free to go back and pause the video to have a better look. And yeah, also each killer also has add-ons for their abilities, okay? So like a survivor can take in items, a killer has their power instead of an item. So like items have add-ons, powers have add-ons, okay? These powers can make their powers stronger, okay? They can make them do loads of different things, like the nurse can have extra blinks, the Huntress can have one-shot hatchet throws, and extra hatchets. The trapper can have extra traps. The hag can have the ability to teleport to her traps without her traps giving a survivor a notification. The doctor can increase his range and everything else to his sparks of madness. Okay, so onto a brief overview of each killer. If you go onto the killer list and hover over each killer, it will tell you the difficulty of that killer, a brief description of what the killer's about, and it will also tell you what their perks are based around. That's their teachable perks and what their teachable perks are based around. This information is crucial. If you learn this information, it will give you a better understanding of how to play against each individual killer and what to expect from each individual killer. Obviously, everyone plays each killer differently, and everybody plays around with different builds, so just be aware of that as well. Okay, so I'll show you a couple of examples of how to play against a couple of these killers. So first up is Myers. Now this Myers is playing Scratch Mirror Myers or Warlock Myers, so basically stays in tier 1. So I know from that he's slightly slower, he's not going to tier up and increase his speed, and I also know that I've got to make sure that he stays away from the person on the hook. So I'm just trying to lead him away a bit, and at the same time, as I drop the pallet, I leg it. That means that it puts enough distance between me and him that he'll then go and chase someone else, so I can stop and heal it. In this example we have the Huntress. Now she throws hatchets. As you can see, when she releases, I just flip round to a different angle. Okay, camera angle is very important here, and here she goes for a long distance shot, and I escape that one too, and then she goes for the person in the basement. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and all that good jazz, and happy gaming.